Hey, how are you guys doing? You guys, I promise, I tried to go to bed. I'm like, hey, it's time to go to bed. And y'all would not let me go to bed tonight without talking about this. So, of course, give me a second. Let me double check to make sure that I am live everywhere that I want to be live. This is going to be another quick video, like, less than 30 minutes, that kind of quick. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Yesterday, I was almost on, I think I was at like 33 minutes or something like that. So, those of you that know me, hey, I'm trying. I am trying. But I wanted to talk about this. Hey, Teresa. And so, you guys, I wanted to talk about this very quickly. And, I gave the disclaimer. So I don't want anybody up in your feelings on this one, because I do have a disclaimer, and I am telling you that this is a toe stepper. I have this as a disclaimer, so no one should say anything. As I go through this information, just know that you have been warned. And those of you that are new to me, welcome. I don't know if you're going to stay after this video, but welcome. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist, specifically for Christian female coaches who are looking to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. Hey, ladies. So I help them to create their next $30,000 to $50,000 in 90 days. I'm also a TV and radio show host. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. So like I said, you guys, I was trying to go to bed. I was trying to mind my business. And then, but within the past, today's Tuesday, within the past week, I've had multiple, y'all, I told y'all, and so within the past week to the past 7 days, I've had people, because of my because of the challenge that I just finished up, there are new people that are coming into my space. So I'm doing more sales calls. I'm having more conversations with people, just doing the introduction and kind of seeing where people are that are in my space type of thing. And so, I'm having some disturbing conversations. I am. And so I just want to have this conversation with you guys. And like I said, those of you, if you are new to me, this is me. Like, I like to come, I say this stuff out of love. But I've been in this space for a minute. I've been an entrepreneur for over 13 years, in this online space as a business strategist for the past 4 years, 4.5 years. And so I've seen a lot of things. And I say this all the time. I don't want you guys to make the mistakes, and I put that in quotation marks because I'm grateful because I was able to learn from those things. But I shared the first 2 years that I was in the online space, I invested over $75,000 in my business, and a lot of those things I should not have invested in at that point in my business because I was not ready for that stuff. And so I want to be able to help you guys so that you don't have to go through the $75,000, that process like I did. And so these are some things that I want to share. And like I said, this has come out of conversations that I have been having with people over the past week, and like I said, I've gotten an influx of just new people in my space. And, a lot of it had to do with the challenge that I just finished up not too long ago. And so I wanted to share this with you guys. Prayerfully, this puts some of you guys at ease. For some of you guys, it's not going to be pleasant because some of you guys teach it. And so that's why I said, like I said, I did give a disclaimer that this is a toe stepper. And so, for some of you guys, you may decide, you know what, Bev, I'm not following you anymore. And like I said, I pray nothing but good things for you, because I always say I'm not the coach for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I'm really and truly okay with that. And so, and like I said, this is birthed out of these conversations, and some of these conversations I've been having with my clients too. And so these are some of the things, and as you notice in the title, I always tell my people, and I share with you guys all the time, I share with my people that with my clients, we start where you are. And so what I mean by that, some of you guys, if you're not focused, that's the word I'm going to use. If you're not focused in the online space, then it's so many things out there that can grab your attention. And once again, and I always pray that people are coming from a place of wanting to help. And do note that, that thing that person may have done may have helped them to get to the space that they're at. But one thing that I like to do is, especially as a business strategist, because my goal is to help my people to create more income and more impact. And so I always tell people I'm more prone to share my clients' wins versus my wins. And I say that because a lot of times people will say, well, Bev, it's easier for you to generate, 35,000 in a week or 20 in a week or $10,000 in a week because you teach people how to make money. And so, or, how to sell and stuff like that. So I like to share my client wins because when I tell you, I legit have all types of coaches that I work with. So relationship, business, health, and wellness, like every type of coaches you can think of, I've worked with. And so I like to share with you guys their wins so that you can see it doesn't matter what type of coach you are, as long as you are in alignment with what it is that God has told you to do in your business, then once again, it does not matter. And so, when it comes to you starting where you are, this is the part where I disagree with a lot of coaches that are out there. So what I'm referring to, for instance, I just remember when I came into this online space, there was someone saying, hey, you have to be on Pinterest because, Pinterest is an amazing search engine. And with Pinterest, if you serve women, like 65% of the people over there on Pinterest are women. And then, hey, you got to be over there on YouTube because YouTube is the search engine, and you make sure you put in the right keywords, and then you'll be able to have all these clients over here on YouTube. And then it was, make sure that you're on Twitter. Hey, make sure that you have this sales funnel. And with your sales funnel, you have to make sure that you have a $97 offer, and then make sure you have a $297 offer, and make sure you have a $497 offer, and make sure you have a $997 offer, and make sure that you have like all these steps. Oh, you got to make sure that you have a sales page. You have to make sure that you have that as a part of what you do in your business. And so, like I said, me, investing in all this, make sure that with your email list, you have all this stuff with your email list. So like I said, legit, I always share with you guys, I can share with you my screen. And once again, the tab on my computer is called Business Challenges and Courses. And legit, from the top of my screen down to the bottom of my screen, these are all these courses that I invested in because someone said I needed this, and somebody said I needed that, and somebody said I needed this. Once again, because I get it. They were trying to sell their services, and I get that. But my thing is me coming in, I hear somebody say, well, hey, yeah, you need that, you need that, you need that. So I'm like, okay, well, they said, if I have this, then I'll be able to close more clients and get more clients. So let me go over there and do that. And so, like I said, the part that they didn't say, and this is the part that I'm always talking to you guys about. All of those things that I mentioned, there's nothing wrong with those things. There's nothing wrong with it. But for a lot of you guys, you are investing in those things and you don't have the clarity in your business. And so you guys have heard me say this all the time. I am such a firm believer. If you're not making at least a minimum of about $10,000 to $15,000, actually more about $15,000 a month in your business, you need to stay away from 90% of that stuff that people are trying to sell. Period. You need to stay away from 90% of that stuff. Because you guys have heard me say this. Why get a YouTube channel if you're still not clear on who you serve and the results you help people get? Why go over there on Pinterest and talk about you getting ready to blog something and then send the people over to your blog if you don't know who it is that you're serving in your business? Why have a sales page? Because once again, there's a psychology behind the sales page. Do you know the psychology? My thing is this, and I'm going to say this, like I said, having that YouTube channel, what's the point if you don't know who it is that you serve? Having that Pinterest page, what's the point if you don't know who it is that you serve? Having your email list and creating that freebie, once again, there's nothing wrong. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with those things. But if you're not clear on who you serve and the results you help people get, why have a list of 1,000 people if they're not your ideal clients? Why waste time creating a sales page? This is one thing with a sales page. Stop trying to do your own sales page. Stop it. Get the clarity on who it is that you serve and hire somebody who is an expert in that area, a copywriter who's an expert in that area to help you with that. The same thing when it comes to, like I said, creating what did I just say? The freebie for your email. So my thing is this: get that clarity first. Have that where you know that you're clear on who it is that you're serving and how you want to serve them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And see, that's the thing. A lot of us, when we see that, when someone is saying, I have to have this and I have to have that and I have to have this and I have to have that, you know what we end up doing? Nothing. You end up doing nothing. You end up doing nothing because it seems so overwhelming. So exactly what you said, Renee, you should like, you know what? I didn't do anything. I did not do anything. So instead, that's why I go through and I flip this thing upside down. And so what I mean by that is when I'm working with my clients, once again, we start, hey, let's start with where you are. What do you have access to right now? What's going on right now? Let's start with what you have right now and then build from there. Let's start with what you have right now and build from there. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. And so y'all remember I did a series where I called it KISS. Keep it simple, saints. I did a series where I said, keep it simple, saints, because that's the thing. You guys, once again, having all this overwhelm, being overwhelmed with all this stuff causes you not to move at all. And so that was the piece. I'm telling you, you're sitting here like, you're not the only one that had, I'm telling you. And so you guys, that's why I say, no, we're going to start with what you have. We're going to start with what you have. Do you have an email list? Yeah, you have an email list. Okay, well, let's correlate what you have with your email list. Do you have a Facebook group? Either yes or no. If you don't have one, then this is what we'll do in its place. If you do have one, this is what we'll do if you have a Facebook group. Once again, you know, do you have a funnel? No. Okay, cool. You don't need, like I told you guys, you can legit have a 2 or 3 step funnel. Ben, what's a 2 or 3 step funnel? Go live, deliver awesome value, do a call to action for them to schedule a call with you. So step 1 is the Facebook Live is the freebie. The Facebook Live is the freebie. That's the freebie. Have a call to action in that live. Have a call to action, just like you would if you had a PDF, because some of you guys are going over here creating freebies that suck anyway. I'm going to be real and honest. You're creating freebies that suck. I'm going to be honest with you. So why waste time over there in Canva trying to create a freebie that it's pretty. It does look pretty. But if it doesn't serve a purpose, if no one is able to get it, take an action, I don't want your ebook. If they're not able to take an action to get a result from your freebie, keep it. Keep it. If they're not able to take an action to get a result from your freebie, keep it. So instead of you doing that, like I said, go live. Deliver some amazing content. Teach them something. Show them something. Have a call to action in that live. Invite them to schedule a call with you. Hop on that call. Have a conversation with them via that call. Close them on the sale. How many steps is that? Facebook Live, call to action, get on that sales call with them. Keep it simple. You guys, I learned quick, like I said, that's $75,000. I have learned. My thing is, I prefer to show my clients how to generate revenue and then pay somebody else to do this stuff for you. How about we do that? Now you're able to employ somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So why spend time, like I said, over there in Canva trying to create this thing? Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. So you guys, that's what I mean when I say start where you are. Start with what you have. Stop trying to grab stuff and do stuff. A lot of you guys, you have all the information. You need to start implementing. That's what you guys need to do. You need to get up off that and start putting the stuff into action. That's what you need to start doing. And so you guys, like I said, some of you guys, you're listening to some of these coaches. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not how this works. That is not how any of this works. Why am I focused on the YouTube channel? Who am I talking to on my YouTube channel? So now you have to spend time, take time away. And when I say go live on Facebook, like I said, you can go live on Facebook, Instagram, you know, wherever you can go live. I just say Facebook because that's who I'm logged in on Facebook. But just go live. Go live. Do it that way. Do it that way. And then, like I said, my thing is generate the revenue, create that impact. Because like I said, give amazing value. And so in exchange for you taking the time to go, you know, do this live and have this conversation and show them how they can do X, the 3 ways to do X, the top 3 things you want to make sure that you have on your resume. Hey, if you want to find the love of your life, make sure that you incorporate this. Have those kind of conversations with your people. Have that kind of conversation with your people. Hey, Lisa, thank you for joining me over there on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, y'all, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook all at one time. But like I said, for a lot of you guys, You need to implement. And so once again, like I said, I had a client of mine today. I had a conversation with her today, and I had to tell her, no, don't you do it. She was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a freebie and I'm going to do it. I said, why? I said, you have legit, she has all these leads. I told her, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go through and follow up with those leads. I told her exactly what to say with those leads. Let's do that. Why create a freebie right now? You've gotten this far without one. And I'm not saying she won't eventually create one. That's not what I'm saying. But my thing is generate the revenue now. Generate your revenue. That is what I focus on with my clients. Let's do some revenue generation. The way that you generate revenue, you have to implement. You have to implement. And so that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, focus on wherever you are right now. Like I said, wherever you are. If you don't have a freebie right now, okay, cool. This is what you'll use for your freebie. Can you go live? Yeah, sure. Okay, then let's do that. Let's make sure your call to action is on point. Let's make sure we outline your live so you know what to include in your live. You have your talking points. You know how to weave in your testimonials. You know how to, all of that stuff. Let's just do that. Does that make sense? So like I said, for some of you guys, you have to shift your focus. And then, like I said, now when it comes to creating a graphic, I'm going to say, hey, Keisha, I need you to create a graphic for me. Send it over to Keisha. Keisha going to make my graphic look good because you send Bev in there to do a graphic. You're going to tell that Bev created the graphic. I mean, you're going to tell I did it. I don't have time to do that. I need to focus on being able to talk to my people. I need to be able to focus on being able to serve my clients. So like I said, I legit had to tell my client, no, you're not going to create a freebie. And I know for some of you guys, because that's what you teach. But my thing is, no, I don't want you doing that. Not right now. You don't have to. Some of you guys are trying to do everything right now. Stop. You don't have to do everything right now. And I see you guys. Let me answer a couple of questions. So Renee is asking the question. Okay, yeah. Renee said I was going to teach out of my ebook. Is that a no? So Renee, when you said teach out of your ebook, give me a little bit of information. Is that like a live that you were going to do, or let me know where you wanted to teach out of your ebook? Is that going to be a freebie that you're going to do? So let me know. Let me know, and then I'll definitely circle back and answer you. Yep. And then Melanie, I'm afraid of rejection, but I know that there will be some of that, that some will say no, and I'm fine with that. And that's the thing, you guys, when I'm telling you, like, and I know this sounds crazy for some people, but when I say embrace the no, and so when I say embrace the no, know that it is coming. Like, yeah, you're going to have people that's going to say no. They're going to say not right now. They're going to say, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. Oh, I have that. Like, that is part of the course to being an entrepreneur. And like I said, and I share with you guys my prayer because my thing is, when I reach out to someone about working with me, it is because I sincerely believe that I can help them. I sincerely believe it. And so I feel like it is my duty, it is my obligation to actually reach out to them because I feel like I can support them. So I've done my part in reaching out. I can't make them say yes. But what I can do is to actually reach out to them, to have that conversation. And then they get to decide from there whether or not they want to move forward. And so for those people, depending upon what they say, sometimes my prayer is, God, I pray that they're able to see you. I mean, that they're able to see in themselves what I see in them. And then I release it because I've done my part. And so a lot of you guys have to start detaching from that no. And once again, just like Melody said, you guys, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to that offer. And if you've actually reached out to people that you feel like God has led you to reach out to, either they're going to say yes, or they're going to come back. Because you see what I'm saying? So once again, know that he's going to take care of that. Know that he's going to take care of that. So even if they tell you no right now, I legit had a client, when I ran the first round of the accelerator, and I reached out to her because I wanted her in the program. And so she came back to me and she said, yeah, the Holy Spirit is telling me not right now. I'm like, okay, fine, perfect. Thank you so much for getting back to me. And like I said my prayer and I released her. Was it even a week later, maybe 2 weeks later, she came back? And she was the one in my accelerator where she closed $116,000 in 90 days. So that's what I mean when I say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have to process stuff. For some people, that's a large investment. Like they haven't invested like that at that level before. Some of them, they have to go through their own fear. They have to go through their own mindset. They have to go through their own doubt. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know and understand that people are all at different places and spaces. So that's why I'm always telling people, start with where you are. Instead of you over there working on the sales page where you don't even know and understand the psychology of the sales page, do you know what you're supposed to put at the top of the sales page when someone lands there? Do you know who you're speaking to at that part? And then once you have that first buy button, do you know what goes under that first buy button? Do you know who you're speaking to then? If you don't know it, stop trying to do it. Stop it. Instead of you doing that, how about you go on, like I said, your social media page and have a conversation with your people? Or if you do blog, go blog and have a conversation with your people. Or if you do have an email, go and email your people. Do that. That's going to be better time spent versus you spending all this time and hours trying to create a sales page. Why? Use your social media pages, use your email list as a sales page. I tell people all the time, I don't have sales pages. Let me rephrase that. For my higher end services that start at $6,000 and up, I don't have sales pages for it. Why? I talk about it in the content on my social media pages. I have a conversation with people. Now I have a PDF, but that's not, it's not a sale. It has information about what's going on with the offer, but it's not an official sales page. So I have a PDF. It's saved over there on Dropbox. So I can send them the link if they want it, but I'm not worried about trying to create a sales page. Why? I know how to do it. I know technically how to do it, the different pieces, but I'm not a copywriter like that. So I'm not going to spend time doing that. Especially for some of you guys, you're spending all this time creating a sales page for an offer that you haven't even validated yet is an offer that your people want. So why are you spending all that time creating a sales page for an offer that you may not even have 6 months from now because you realize you don't like it, you don't want it, it don't make no sense, it didn't get the people? Why waste that time? Like I said, the same thing. Those of you, once again, you have all the YouTube channel and the Pinterest pages set up and all that stuff. You got a Pinterest page, you don't even blog. Like I said, I went and did a Pinterest page. I don't even blog. I don't blog. But you know what now? I hired somebody to do my blogs. So now I can go over there and update my Pinterest page because now I have a blog going. Does that make sense? So you guys, that's what I mean when I say start where you are. Just in my academy, just on Monday, we did a full training of lead generation. And with that training, I took them of each little spot. So, hey, social media, I know y'all got a social media page because that's how I met y'all. So we talked about how to do their lead generation on their social media pages. So those of them that have social media pages, they know how to do their lead generation from their social media pages. Then when I said, hey, if you have a Facebook group, or if you're in somebody else's Facebook group, and I said, hey, I know you're in somebody else's Facebook group because that's how I met you. You were in my group. You see what I'm saying? So start where you are. So my thing is, if you don't have your own Facebook group, I know you're in somebody else's Facebook group. So let's talk about how to do lead generation in somebody else's Facebook group. Well, Bev, how is that possible? Because a lot of these groups, they don't allow for you to promo. Yes, you can. But no, Bev, in the rules it says you can't promo. I show my clients how to promo without ever dropping a link to their scheduler or to their freebie. So you guys, I'm telling you, like I said, start where you are. But a lot of you guys, once again, you're putting all this time and energy into doing a bunch of things that's not making sense. So once again, that's why I'm in this space of showing my people, talking about daily revenue generating activities every single day. What are you doing every day to help you generate revenue? So you should either be starting a sales conversation or ending a sales conversation every single day in your business. Okay, so Renee said it's a series of videos and offer the ebook for free during the 7-day challenge. Okay, so yeah, Renee, I would challenge you on that. Because if you're doing a series, and this is why I challenge you, Renee, and you guys, and this applies to everybody. So Renee, I'm assuming that the series of videos are free, right? So you're doing a series of videos doing a free 7-day challenge, right? And then you're gonna also, or is the ebook paid? Is it a free ebook or a paid ebook? And so while Renee, I don't know, prayerfully Renee is still on, but let me know if it's a free ebook or a paid ebook, because you guys, I have to break my clients out of the habit of offering something for free and then turning around and that's what I thought she was going to tell me. So Renee, where does the money come in? Where do you start generating revenue? You guys, once again, we have to get out. A lot of us, we offer free stuff because it's comfortable. It's comfortable for me to offer free things. But my thing is, you guys, you have a business. What are you doing to generate revenue? People need to have skin in the game. They need to invest in something. They need to invest in something. So you want to make sure that there's an investment there. And so I say this to people all the time. It took the same, when I was offering $500 services, $500 programs, it took the same energy to offer that $500 program as it does when I'm offering a $6,000 program. It takes the same energy. So which one should I focus on? If I'm doing the exact same thing to promote my $500 offer as I am to promote my $6,000 offer, which one should I focus on? And so I tell my clients, I don't care if you have a $6,000 offer, $10,000 offer. What are you doing each day to promote that offer? What are you doing? So a lot of us, we default and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and offer this $500 offer because I wanted them to get a taste of what it is to work with me. Where did you get that idea from? Where did you get that idea from? I'm gonna tell you, fear. That's where you got it from. You got it from fear. And anytime my clients come to me with that, anytime my clients come with me and they say, yeah, babe, I'm going to go ahead and offer this, because I want them to get a taste of how it feels. So I'll say, hey, how much did you invest to get into this program that you're in with me right now? So they're going to say anywhere from $6,000 on up, $6,000 on up to about $18,000. And so I'll say to them, I said, hey, did you do any of my lower price services first before you came to me? No. So you didn't have to get a taste of me before you invested $6,000, before you invested $12,000, before you invested $18,000. So why do you feel like your clients have to get a taste of you? You know how a lot of my clients get a taste of me and my style and how I coach is the way that I show up consistently. So whether or not it's a social media post or whether or not I go live, that's how you guys get a taste of me. You don't have to get into, you don't have to get into a $500 offer, which I don't even offer those anymore. The last program that I offered at $997, that was the lowest I'll ever. So you can't even work with me now for less than $2,000. But the thing is, you didn't have to get a taste of me before you moved up into something else. Most of my clients that come into me at my higher price services, I'm going to be straight up and honest. A lot of my clients that come to me for my $6,000 offers, they didn't do a smaller program. They didn't. They took that dive because, once again, I show up consistently. I offer value consistently. I share my testimonials consistently. That's why they end up in that. Like I said, very rarely do my clients go through a funnel. Very rarely they say, okay, babe, I'm gonna do your $97 offer and then your $497 offer. Because like I said, I realized very quickly that, as I noted, I'm doing the exact same thing to promote this $500 thing. So why not just focus on the $5,000 thing, the $6,000 thing, the $18,000 thing? Why not just do that? So you guys, like I said, focus on where you are. Start with where you are. And once again, a lot of you guys need to start implementing. That is the key piece. Stop doing all this busy work. Don't go in Canva and create another graphic. That was another client of mine. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and create this graphic. I said, why? I said, you have legit closed sales 10 out of 12 weeks. 10 out of 12 weeks, you have legit closed sales 10 out of 12 weeks. And I asked, I said, did you use a graphic to do that? No. So why do you now feel like you need a graphic? Start with where you are. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you are doing. But the thing is, take the action. If you don't know what to do, you need to reach out for support. If you don't know what to do, reach out for support. But you guys, I'm telling you, trying to do a whole bunch of things, what is that yielded you right now? What has it yielded you right now? And this is the same thought. Think about your clients. A lot of your clients, if they knew what to do, wouldn't they have done it by now? If they knew what to do, wouldn't they have done it by now? I see you, Melody. And so, you guys, that's the thing. And so someone asked me the other day, they said, well, Bev, you know, your lowest price offer is $2,000. What if someone doesn't have $2,000 and they really want to work with you? I said, it's one of two things. It's one of two things. Either one, you know, they will come back to me when they have the funds. There's nothing wrong with that. They'll come back. Because my thing is, I have too much content that's out there that even if they got into the free stuff and actually implemented the free stuff, they would be able to sign a coaching client. So when they come to me and say, you know, what about those people who can't afford, you know, the $2,000 at my entry level? I always say, okay, let me know which one of my free trainings did they implement. Because that's my thing. If you haven't even implemented from a free training, I know good and well you're not ready to implement at the level that my people in my accelerator or those ladies that are in my mastermind, I know you're not ready for that level. But I'm telling you, the free content that I have, the free content, if you implement, like I said, get in there, consume that information and actually implement, you will be able to sign coaching clients. And then take that money and then come on over here and get into my accelerator. Come on over here and get into my mastermind. I'm just saying. To get started, go over there to my academy if you want to get started with creating consistent revenue. So that's what I say when people say to me, you know, what happens, you know, if they don't have the $2,000? Because I know with the level of free content I give, even once again, that challenge that I did a couple of weeks ago, once again, the content that was in that challenge, there was over 250 coaches who signed up for the challenge. So they legit had access to content that some of my $6,000 clients, some of my $10,000 clients, some of my $18,000 clients have access to. And so this is my thing. And so if they had access to that type of content, then they had to make a decision to actually implement it. Well, Bev, life gets in the way. Oh, yes, I know life gets in the way. So that's why they had, even after the challenge ended, they had a whole week after the challenge ended where they still had access to the content. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm so confident in being able to say, yeah, the minimum to get into my academy is, you know, that the minimum to be able to work with me is my academy. Because I'm so confident in the access that they have to free content. And like I said, even with that challenge, even if life got in the way, they still had an additional 7-day access to that content. And so that's why I am so confident in being able to set my price points the way that they are. Now, did I start here? No, I didn't start here. So for instance, Keisha is a member of my academy. And so when my academy started 3 years ago, it was $27 a month to get in. $27 a month. Now it's $19.97. You get lifetime access to it. And when I tell you there are any kind of course you can think of, because once again, I want you to be able to start where you are. So if you have an email list and you want to grow an email list, there's a course in there for that. If you want to know how to run a 5- and 6-figure challenge, there's a course in there for that. If you want to know how to do effective webinars and live stream series, there's a course in there for that. So once again, my thing is, I know if they at least get into the academy and actually implement the stuff, that will help them to start to generate revenue. So like I said, that's my sales funnel. And when I say sales funnel, I have free content that they can get and consume. get in there and consume, watch the videos, consume, implement. They'll be able to sign clients. And then once again, they have an option. Am I going to go into the academy? Or am I ready to go in there into her accelerator? Am I ready for accelerator? Or am I ready for her mastermind? But once again, I know that my offers are for specific people. And so that's why I'm so confident. And I need you guys to be confident in what it is that you offer, being confident in your price points. So that's why when people come to me and they're like, you know what, Bam, I don't know what to give away for free. I don't know what to be, what should be paid. For me, I don't care. I don't care. When I say I don't care, because my thing is there is no possible way for me to be able to coach somebody doing a lot, like to go back and forth and be able to give them everything that they need on the live. No possible way. Even when I did that challenge last week, when I tell you I touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to content. So I'm not ever worried about giving away too much information. I'm not ever worried about that. And so, like I said, that's why I'm so confident in the price points for my services. That's why I'm so confident with saying entry level to work with Bev is $2,000. And so, like I said, there are some people who legit do not have it, and I get it. I completely get it. So, like I said, my next question is going to be, okay, let me know which one of my free trainings were you able to consume? And then tell me what happened when you were able to implement that. Let me know what happened. Like that type of thing. I legit have some people who are part of that, who are part of my chat. Bev, I'm coming. Bev, I'm coming. I'm taking what you show me. I'm getting into your accelerator. I'm getting into your accelerator. Bev, I'm coming for your academy. Cool. Like I said, it'll be there. It'll be there. But like I said, you guys, start where you are. Start where you are. Implement. A lot of you guys are sitting on a ton of information. Implement. If you don't know what to do, like I said, I tell you guys every night, my call to action, reach out to me. That's always, reach out. Let's have a conversation to see how I may be able to support you. Let's have a conversation. Some of you guys, you know you need to support. You have yet to reach out. I can't make you do it. I can't make you do it. Well, babe, I just know. Okay, cool. You know, I know, we all know. Okay, cool. But you guys, I'm telling you, it makes it so much easier. Like I said, to start where you are. You guys see testimonials. I shared a testimonial yesterday or today. I had a client. She legit raised her price by $5,000. Legit raised her price by $5,000, and she's been able to sell her offer. And it wasn't just me, hey, go ahead and raise your price by $5,000. That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. You have to definitely know how to be able to position that thing. And that's what I talk to my clients about how to position that offer. But just imagine if you took one of your current offers and you were able to raise the price on it by $5,000 and be able to sell it. Well, some of you guys, I'm telling you, you've been sitting on that offer for $500. And in your mind, you're like, well, Bev, how can I sell it at $5,000 if I haven't been able to sell it at $500? Like I said, there's a strategy behind being able to position that offer. And once again, it's not just a random price. We work together on the pricing that's going to make the most amount of sense. Another one of my clients, she 3X'd her offer and sold it within 24 hours. So it certainly can be done. It certainly can be done. Yes, Renee. Yep. And Renee, Tanika, I remember you in the challenge. Tanika said, I took part in the challenge and I'm consciously making time to move beyond excuse making to implementation right now. Even when it feels unnatural or imperfect, I am working actively to start where I am. And Tanika, thank you for sharing that, because once again, like, you're taking the action. And I love what she said. It's unnatural. It feels uncomfortable. I tell my people all the time, you guys think about this. Think about this. If you want to generate, and I need you to hear me. And I talked about this in my training yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So if you missed that training from yesterday about how to close $10,000 in sales in 7 days, make sure you watch that training from yesterday. But think about it. If you're serious about generating $10,000 in a week, you do know you're going to have to get uncomfortable to do that. You do know you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone to do that. Like, that's not a natural everyday thing to generate or close $10,000 in sales in a week. For some of you guys, that may be what you do in a month. That may be what you do in 2 months. For some of you guys, that may be what you do in 3 months. So to go from taking revenue that you would make in 2 months and collapse it down into a week It is going to take you getting uncomfortable. It is going to take you getting outside your comfort zone. It is going to take you taking steps that are not perfect, but you're going to do it anyway. You're going to do it anyway. I'm telling you, you guys, I'm telling you, this stuff works. So that's why I'm able to share the types of testimonials that I'm able to share. Last week, I had 2 clients that closed over $10,000 in sales in a week. Last week, in 7 days, they were able to close over $10,000 in sales in 7 days. In the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of the craziness that's going on in this election here in the United States, they were still able to do, in spite of all of that, they were still able to do that. So you guys, I'm telling you, people are doing that at that level. But like I said, just like Tanika said, they have to be okay with it being imperfect. They have to be okay with it being uncomfortable. They have to be okay with getting outside their comfort zone. And so, like I said, in exchange for that type of income, you're having an impact on people. An absolutely amazing impact. For some of you guys, you can't even wrap your mind around closing $10,000 in sales in a week, $20,000. Like I said, I have clients that have closed $30,000 in sales in a week. Can you even imagine that? For some of you guys, when we talked about $10,000 last night, you couldn't even imagine that. So how about you take that $10,000 and imagine it being $20,000 or $30,000 in a week? And the cool thing is being able to start from where you are. That's the cool part. Like, you not having to do, like I said, being able to, like, I don't tell people, hey, okay, you have to go ahead and get ClickFunnels, or hey, you have to go. No, we start with where you are. I hear you, Kesha. And so you guys, I'm telling you, it is a powerful feeling to be able to impact at that level. But like I said, you have to first be able to see yourself being able to do that. So that's why I told you guys last night, sit down and imagine with God. Just sit down with God and imagine what that would do, how that would impact you if you were generating $10,000 a week. What would that even look like? How would that impact you, your family? And then I told you guys to imagine the impact it would have on the people that you're serving. That type of thing. So you guys, like I said, I just want to hop on here. Please, you know, sometimes when I see these coaches telling people that they need to have X, Y, Z, you know, in their business, I'm like, why? What? No, I don't. I don't have to have that. I don't have to have that. I'm telling you, you don't. Once again, what you do have to have is clarity on who you serve, clarity on the results that you help people get. And like I said, my thing is, until you're having that consistent, like you're doing $15,000 a month consistently, all that other stuff, I wouldn't even worry about it right now. I would not worry about all that other stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you guys, like I said, that's all that I have. It's supposed to be 30 minutes. I'm at 42 minutes. So I'm ready to hop off here. So you guys, once again, I pray that this was helpful. I pray that this releases some of you guys from feeling like you have to have all of this stuff to be able to have this, to create that income and impact. Because you don't have to have all that stuff. But what you do want to make sure that you have, of course, is the clarity on who you serve, the clarity on the results you help people get. Make sure you have a transformational offer. Some of you guys, you're killing me with these $97 offers. I work with you for 4 weeks for $97. Stop. How about you work with them for 12 weeks for $5,000? Help them start to see a transformation. How about that? Well, babe, I can't even sell this $97 offer. Then we need to have a conversation on how you position that stuff. So once again, clarity on who you serve, clarity on the results you help people get, have a transformational offer, put out absolutely amazing content, ask for the sale. That's what you need to have. Those are the things you need to have in your business. Those are the things you need to have. So I don't have to have a 15-step funnel. I don't have to have an email where I upsell, downsell, all that. I don't have to have that. I don't have to have this sales page. I don't have to be all over the internet trying to do this stuff. I don't have to do that. Those are the things that I need to make sure that I have. So you guys, yes. So you guys, I pray. I love it, Robin. You guys, I like to make sure that I warn you guys first. I like to make sure that I warn you guys first. I did give that warning. So yes, one of my clients was like, Ben, when I get on the live with you, I'm sitting in the, she said she's sitting in a high chair. And she said that she curls her feet up in the chair so I don't step on her toes. I'm like, whatever works for you, whatever works for you, make it work. So you guys, like I said, I pray that you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day or night whenever you're catching this live. And once again, if you want to know how I may be able to support you, please feel free to reach out to me. You know, once again, we can see if I can't do it, then I have some coaches that I can refer you to. I'm like, oh, that's not my wheelhouse, but I can refer you to other people. And so you guys, like I said, you know, this, it takes work. It doesn't have to be hard, but it takes work and it takes you being consistent. And that's the key. And one of you guys hashtagged that earlier, the having that consistency. And so once again, whether or not you want to close $10,000 in a week, whether or not you want to close your next $30,000 to $50,000 in 90 days, like I said, one of my clients, she did $116,000 in 90 days. In 90 days. I'm telling you. Yes. So it just went up cool. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So you guys, like I said, I pray you have an amazing rest of your evening. Once again, if you want to know how I may be able to support you, please feel free to reach out to me. You guys, thank you so much for hopping on in here. Like I said, these 30 minutes turned into 45, but it's all good. You guys, like I said, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys on the other side of this live. Take care.